So I'm just wondering, when we heard that person telling us, how, she's spending $300 to $400 more a month just to live, boy, that's a massive hit. I'm just wondering, when you know this better than anybody else, right? Our communities are suffering, and they don't see relief in sight. What can we tell them? What do you want to tell them about what Congress could or could not do?
Well, this is the most important issue that we're dealing with right now, my constituents and even my own family. Look, my wife keeps sending me text messages about how much we spent to fill up our gas tank, which is now over $100. And that's pretty difficult, not only for us, but especially for other families who are living check to check during this economic situation that we're in. And the most important thing here is to realize that we need to make sure that we have the right diagnosis, and I'm speaking as a doctor, in order to have the right treatment. We understand our dependence and reliance on a volatile fossil fuel market it puts us in a precarious place, puts us at risk. We know that the Russian war in Ukraine has increased costs of gas, and we also know that corporate big oil companies have reaped the record profits and is benefiting from this without doing what they can to reinvest in the locations where they can drill. But more importantly, we need to double down on making sure that we're no longer dependent on oil with renewable energy, electrical vehicles, and making sure that we finally have our own independence from fossil fuel.
And so what about increasing domestic production, for example, that, these companies that are making record profits also have plans and have to work on what is available not just today, but in the next 5 or 10 years. Is there a need to refocus on domestic production?
There is a need to double down on renewable energies, which the Biden administration has done. There are 9,000 unused permits that are allocated to big oil right now. Now, they're taking their record profits and using them as stock buybacks in order to enrich themselves, their corporate leaders, and to make record more profits. They could use that to start developing more natural gas in order to help this current temporary crisis that we're in, while we continue to develop the renewable energies that we need to no longer be dependent on this volatile market that is dependent on the Russian war in Ukraine, as well as corporate greed. So we need to make sure that we lower the cost of fuel so that we can lower the cost of all the other goods. Now, the other issue in the diagnosis is the pandemic has hurt our supply chain. We have a decrease in workers, and we have decrease in our reliance on different products from different areas of not only our own country, but other countries. And so we have to continue to push on the agenda that we have done in the House with the Competes Act, with the bills that we have passed from the House in order to lower the cost. The cost of child care, the cost of medications, the cost of housing, without any Republican support. We have to overcome that obstruction in order to help the American people.